Welcome everybody, it's Mike here at Yard Bushcraft. Today I'm going to be working on some gourd containers. It's actually going to be an ongoing little series here in the Backyard Bushcraft series. I waited until now to do the gourds and the containers. The reason I did that was to go ahead and allow you to be able to see that you had an idea. These are last year's gourds. There's different types of gourds for different containers. This here is just a basic standard wren birdhouse gourd. I'm not sure what the familiar name is with it, but you can just look at gourd containers and see all different kinds of them. I have got on the internet and I looked and I seen there's several different people that make different things out of these. So what I'm going to do is just make a simple dipper for dipping water if you needed it. This particular gourd here is not one of the better gourds for making water containers, although it will make a water container that would be good for a carrying thermos or a carrying canteen type container. But this particular one right here would not be your better one. A Mexican gourd water container would be a bigger one. It's a thicker shelled gourd. This one is a very thin. I did see Dave Canterbury actually make one similar to this right here. He actually went primitive with it and done it all with flint, piece of flint with it, and used beeswax. I will be using beeswax as well. If you want to see how to do it primitive, go check out his video. Not remember what it was. I think it was one of the Diary of the Teepees or something like that. So one thing that I am going to be doing so that I can get a straight edge around this here is the same thing that I've used many a times, and also seen that he did it in his. Just get you a piece of charcoal. It makes great chalk. And basically what we're going to do is just basically come around here and find an outline, and we're just going to draw an outline for a guide. Normally I would use a saw off of a blade, like a Sawzall blade, but today I'm going to actually attempt it for the first time with using my Leatherman, which I noticed a lot of folks have a Leatherman, and most of them have a saw on it. I'm hoping that the blade's not going to be too thick. Okay, seeing how I've drawn this kind of an outline drawing with that right there to get us a point of where we're going. This is the Leatherman Wave. That's the saw that I'm going to be using. I need to get a point dug into it. These are soft shelled, so I have to be very careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to score around it with this blade. Let's see if I can get you a better angle on that. With the blade itself, I'm just scoring around it. One of the reasons that I wanted to do it with a Leatherman, because it is a backyard series, and these are the things that a lot of folks that are wanting to learn, they may have some type of blade system on their Victorinox or a Leatherman or something of that nature. Be very careful when you're working with these, because these things will break easily. Once you get it right there, you may have to do a little trimming like I'm doing that now, because there is some of that that gets stuck to it. But if you do it just right, try not to break it out and just pull them seeds off of it. You also actually have a bowl that can be used for just a little small soup or something like that. You wouldn't, it's more for like a container bowl type thing, but you can fix it up to where it'll work. And we'll keep that because we're going to use it for that same purpose. Alright, that's the inside of a gourd. These are seeds. Some of them seeds right there will germinate and they will make. So I keep them and I plant them basically when I'm out somewhere that I might want to run off to one day. So let's keep all of them. You just work your edges down with that file. On the outside here, knocking some of that mold off. And it cleans up pretty good. And I'm just using sandpaper. Okay guys, there it is. It's been sanded out. Everything's been done to it. It's been sanded all that I'm going to on it. And then I'm going to come back and put some beeswax on the inside and plug in this right here with some more beeswax so it'll fill in. Cut out as many pieces as I can, just like this. They melt quicker than putting the whole block in there. It's not a Baco, but in a pinch and some time, you can receive good results. And, oh, there it is. So the wax is ready to be poured around it. You don't want to just pour the wax straight on it, because if you do, it's going to pour all the way down and fill up this hole. So until that's full, this part here, until this is full, that's not. Just want to drip it to where it'll start forming right around the edges. Hopefully. You know, I'm just kind of letting it sit there, and it'll eventually start hardening up. And we're still staying with the Leatherman. You can see how it's starting to harden already. We can kind of ease it up, let it pour on over to the other side. Once that gets on there and around, you just kind of letting it fill up till it seals off. Okay, she's melted the wax down. We're just going to be start pouring it in there and just start working it around. You'll start seeing that I'm putting a good coating on it, is all I'm doing, just like you would anything. Well, not like anything, but